Hello guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. Today, we'll be covering two different builds for different playstyles for our latest primed Warframe, Protea Prime. She was released with 50 more base armor and 25 more base energy than vanilla Protea. We'll be explaining a ton of stuff, so kindly watch the full video to understand everything. First of all, let me give you a quick overview of her abilities. Her passive provides an additional 100% ability strength on every 4th ability cast. Protea doesn't need much to survive. When you hold her first ability, you get continuous shield regeneration, which stays until our shield breaks. When it breaks, it provides double the amount of shield gate, which is 3.4 seconds, without even modding for shields. You can also invert abilities hold or tap functionality for faster casts. Her second ability does plus 100% damage on each hit, and Archon Vitality doubles the heat procs, making it our main DPS source for both of our builds. That's why Nautilus grouping helps damage scale very fast. Her third ability gives us health orbs, energy orbs, and ammo, meaning you can choose to use AO weapons like Brahma and Zar without much ammo problems. You can also easily run Blind Rage with Equilibrium in our build without any energy problems. Her fourth ability is not bad, but kind of bothersome to use, so we are going to use Helminth on this ability slot. So, her first build is using Gloom Helminth in place of the fourth ability, and with her passive, we can achieve a 95% slow. This build is for lazy players like me, who like chilling setups. We will be pairing her with Hira's Kubrau here for getting invisibility for even more relaxing gameplay. We are also using 3 mecha mods for 22.5 meters heat procs nuking for increasing our kills per minute even more. We are also using Uneru Focus School here for armor stripping the tanky enemies so that we can take this build to very high steel path levels easily despite only using her abilities. We are using Arcane Aegis, which gives us 12 seconds of almost invulnerability when it procs, along with Rolling Guard and 95% slow enemies, and her first ability for tons of survivability. Now about her second build, we will be using Roar Helminth in place of the fourth ability. Roar acts like a universal faction mod and double dips on status effects, giving our heat procs quite a lot of boost. We are also using Epitaph Primer to slow enemies with cold procs, for priming with heat status for heat inherit, for even more heat damage over time as well as viral procs, and for reducing cooldown on our Nautilus Sentinels grouping ability called Cordon, using the Manifold Bond. What we are doing here is hit some enemies with our Epitaph for priming, and then throw our turret so we can continuously keep grouping enemies. This setup is made for maximum damage potential along with Uneru Armor Strip, and you can take this to very high levels easily. All you have to do is keep your first ability shield regeneration, turrets, and dispensary always up, which shouldn't be too hard considering the amount of duration we have on this build, and cast Roar always as your fourth ability for that passive plus 100% ability strength bonus. Both of these setups work pretty nicely, and can get a kill speed of over 130 kills per minute. Now let me show you the builds for Protea, Companions, and Epitaph. If you have access to Archon shards, then you can use these 4 shards for more quality of life with the builds. If you don't, just use Preparation and Exilis mods in the builds, and keep using Operator Form in between for no stagger passive from Uneru Focus School. Both builds are exactly the same, which I have perfected after a lot of testing, except for the Helminth ability and Aura mod. Since turrets scale with duration pretty nicely on each hit, and we have 8 seconds duration on turrets in our build. Here is the Hira's Kubrau setup, which goes along with Gloom setup well. Also don't change the mod locations as they can alter functionality. This is my Nautilus build, which I have paired with Hellstrom modded for viral heat, which goes well with Roar setup. This is the Epitaph Primer Setup that I used along with the Nautilus build for enemy crowd control and additional damage. We are pairing it with Uneru Focus School for armor strip, shield disable, and no staggers. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video.